That's my best friend. Why are you seeing the dude that did me dirty and his new girl is cute? Like she was trying to rub it in or something. Hey, like turn me up. She over here talking about something. Oh, they always pick the light skins, but good for you. You would be quick to follow them back. I'm not even gonna lie. Cause why is half our mutuals my whole targets? You would be like really weird when it came to like. Hey, but I don't care. At the end of the day, you were my best friend. So when she told me that, I wasn't tripping until it happened again at the same spot. I don't get paid enough. Anyways, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's our great Kaylie. We back with another video. Hey, so I have a special guest because y'all know story times. I always have a special guest. So my special guest today is Somi. Somi, say hey, girl.
Yes, hey guys. We're all here.
But basically, as y'all see my title, we finna do the story time on my ex-best friend and how she was low-key like weird. Before we get to the video though, before we start, please, this is no, I'm not bashing the girl, okay? No drama, none of that. I'm a little messy boots, but y'all knew that, so that's why y'all clicked on the video, because y'all messy too. So I don't want to hear none of that. But yeah, I'm not bashing the girl. I'm just simply explaining a life situation that happened to me, okay? All right. So we're gonna start with the background. So basically, I moved to North Carolina around Thanksgiving 2020. So I met her like the middle of 7th grade year, cause I know it was virtual. But then me and her didn't start like becoming like close until earlier this year. But me and her were close in 8th grade too. But then I switched schools in the middle of the 8th grade year. So that's when we became like besties earlier this year, like January. I'm gonna say January to April was our prime. Let me give y'all background about old girl. I'm gonna give her a name. Her code name gonna be Lulu, like Lululemon, okay? So Lulu, me and Lulu, like she's always like super nice or like super, what, is quirky still a word? People still use quirky?
We can use it.
Okay, she was like nice and quirky and her energy was always high. Like that's what really attracted me to her. Like, and she was kind of out the way, but at the same time not really, but she's kind of out the way. When we became like close, I started noticing some stuff about her and it was just like but then I let it slide. It's like, okay, that's my best friend, like it's whatever. Like, you know, certain stuff you gonna let slide if it's your bestie. You know how I go. First thing I noticed is that like she would, I'm not gonna say compare us a lot, but like, actually I'm not even gonna say that. First thing I noticed is that she would be like really weird when it came to like dudes and us. Like, for example, it was this one time, this one like TikToker had followed me. He had like a bunch of followers. He was a little cute or whatever. I was like, girl, look who just followed me. Like, hey, like turn me up. She over here talking about some, oh, they always pick the light skins, but good for you. Girl, what? I was like, what? That was like backhanded, but like, but you know, like when people type with extra letters, they be like, try not to sound mean. I think that's what she's trying to do. She's like, good for you, but like, we know, like, how you gonna say the first part and then, cause mind you, Lulu is dark skin, okay? We was your favorite light skin, dark skin duo. So when she said that threw me off. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. I'm looking at my notes, by the way. Y'all, if y'all see me looking this way, I'm looking at my notes on my iPad. Another thing, I would send her a dude or like ask her who this is or whatever. She's like, oh, that's so-and-so. Like, he be liking my stories and stuff. Like, but you should most definitely follow him back. She didn't do that with, I'm not gonna say she did that with every dude, but like most of the dudes, especially if I said they were cute. Yeah, yeah. And like, if my old talking stages or like exes would follow her, she would be quick to follow them back. I'm not even gonna lie. Cause why is half our mutuals my whole talking stage? So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, it don't even matter. And I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie and be like, oh, I didn't say he used to like my story. Like, if I was gonna say that, I said that because she was trying to talk to him or something like that. I'm not gonna say like that because that sounds like bitter. But like, certain dudes, I'd be like, stay away from. Because, not because I used to talk to him, but because I know how they get down. And I'm not finna see her go outside. For example, during, like, I think it was beginning of February, she started talking to this dude. And they were in the, how long was it? Like, June, July, June. That was how many months? I don't feel like counting, so I'm gonna say 4 or 5 month relationship. Put a quotes around it because it wasn't a real relationship, but I'm not even gonna go into that because I'm minding my business. So basically, she started talking to this dude, and like we all knew like how he got down. Like he was, and if you watching this, you can't do nothing but laugh, okay? But we knew how he got down. We knew he wasn't taking her seriously. But like I try to tell her that like as her best friend, I'm a very blunt person. Like I'm gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't, and exactly how it is and how it ain't. So I'm trying to tell her like, baby, he don't care about you. It ain't working, Bookie. And she was like, you know how it is. Like if you get attached, you can't be. So I wasn't really blaming her for that. But like, and this dude had a friend, and I was talking to his friend. So we was talking to friends. We was talking to like besties at the time. The friend ended up doing me dirty, y'all. It's just I just can't I can't get you a break. But that's another story for another day. But the friend ended up doing me dirty. So, and he ended up popping out with this girl, his new girl, whatever. And so I sent this to her. Mind you, I'm hurt because he always talking about he ain't in a relationship, but then it popped out. So I sent this to her, and she like, oh, that's cute. She's like, but he weird for that. Like, I don't know if that's her thing with like saying like something real like off and then trying to follow it up. I don't know if that's her thing, but she been doing, she did that a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I was mad. I was like, okay girl, like whatever, like yeah, you right, but like that's weird. Like, and that's my best friend. Why are you saying the dude that did me dirty and his new girl is cute, or how he popped out was cute? So I'm like, oh, okay. Towards the end of our friendship was really well, it was like a big stopping point. It caused us to stop talking for like a couple weeks, but, or not even stop talking, but like we kind of drifted apart after that because we got in a big argument. But basically it was this dude I was trying to talk to, right? And I sent it to her, and she found his spam. She's like, oh, is this him? Because he's cute. And I was like, mind you, I said, oh, he be on my phone. So she's like, oh, this him, like he's cute. And I was like, oh yeah, that's him. And so she was like, oh, I'm finna follow him back. I'm like, okay. All right. So me being me, like I was irritated, and I was like, oh, my bestie said you was cute. Like my whole girl said you was cute. And he was like, I guess I threw him off, which I'm not even mad at him. I'm mad at the girl. But he was like, oh, tell her to text me. Or he was like, oh, put me on with your best friend. I was like, you know, at this point I was irritated. I was like, okay, F it, I don't care. So boom, they started talking for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And I would say 3 weeks, a cool 3 weeks. And during this 3 weeks, I'm gonna just add this little part. During this 3 weeks, I had went over her house. Me and this other girl had went over her house for a pool party. It's summer, so it was her little sister pool party, and we came over because she wanted people there her age. So we were like, okay, cool, like we ain't studying it. So tell me why she was on the phone with old dude that whole time we was at the pool. Like she was trying to rub it in or something. And so like it was a lot of stuff that happened that day, but I'm not even getting into that because that'll make the story time a cool 30 minutes longer, and we don't got time for that. But long story short, when I got home that night, I texted the other girl, because me and the other girl were like this. Low-key, I had a crush on the other girl, and she got a crush on me. Okay, that's we flirt, you feel me? So I'm texting the other girl, I'm like, hey, so what you think about today? Like, was it cool? She's like, yes, cool. But my thing with the other girl, because she's mad weird now. Now I'm going to say it. Because first of all, she played both sides. Because I was like, what do you think about today? Like, low-key, that was kind of weird. Like, how she was on the phone with dude the whole time we was at the pool. She was like, yeah, la 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 la. She was going in. And she decided to talk about how she found it weird how she was posting stuff with her ex. How Lulu was posting stuff with her ex and stuff, and like she would say, oh, she weird for that. Like I try to talk to her about that, she just don't get it. And I'm like, yeah, because honestly when it came to my exes and her, not her, but exes and Lulu, she used to be like this. Which leads me to another point. They ended up going to the mall together. Lulu and the other girl, I'm getting the other girl name, it's gonna be Reese's Puffs. Lulu and Reese's Puffs ended up going somewhere together. I think it was they linked twice. I don't remember. The first time, they went to Crabtree twice, I think.
No way.
Yeah, it was Crabtree. So the first 2 times I seen on Lulu's story, and she was with my ex and his homeboy. Mind you, his homeboy is Lulu's ex. So I'm like, what is going on there? And then I seen Reese's Puffs with them. So I'm like, oh, was this planned? So she was like, I ended up texting Lulu about it instead of Reese's Puffs. Actually, no, I texted Reese's Puffs first. I'm like, am I tripping? She was like, nah. So I went to go text Lulu. And so I'm like, Lulu, like, I look, you thought this was weird. She's like, oh, well, we just ran into him. It was unserious. So when she told me that, I wasn't tripping until it happened again at the same spot. And so I texted Reese's Puff because at this point I'm closer to Reese's Puff, and Reese's Puff is bonding with me over the fact that she's cool with both of our exes, like insanely way too cool. So I texted Reese's Puff. I was like, oh, so y'all went to the mall again together? And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, LOL. And I was like, oh, well, did y'all invite them? She's like, no, we didn't invite them, but Lulu said we was gonna be there. Baby, so y'all basically invited them. Like, y'all, come on now. So let's not play stupid. So I'm like, okay, girl. So she's like, I don't know though, you should go talk to, I don't know, girl, you should go talk to Lulu about it. So I'm like, okay. So I talked to her and she's like, oh, don't think nothing of it. Like, we just friends. Like, we just friends hanging out. Like, it was, and mind you, they on their spams posting, Reese's Puffs is with, oh, actually, this is the same ex from the story time that I made on my story earlier. Mind you, this is Slender Man still. This is Slender Man. So she was Slender Man and Pennywise. So I see Reese's Puffs with Slender Man and they a little close. So I'm like, okay. Cause I know how Slender Man get down. Okay? I know his way of flirting. Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool. So like everybody just playing in my face today. It's mind you, I forgot to add this part. I was talking to Lulu. I was talking to Lulu earlier that day. I'm like, oh, can I come over like with you and Reese's Puffs? She was like, oh, I'll let you know. First of all, she never let me know. And I find out they were together. She's like, oh, Reese's Puffs probably not even coming. I found out they were together through social media. So I'm like, okay. Well, mind you, this is after the big argument after she was talking to the dude I said I wanted to talk to. I don't even think I finished the end of that story. But basically, I ended up taking him back. That's just gonna be the end of that. I don't really care. So, yeah, as y'all can see, Reese's Puff clearly played both sides. Because Lulu had came to me when we were trying to hash it out, talk it out. She was like, oh, well, Reese's Puff was saying you was talking all this and that about me. Some of the stuff, it was the stuff that she was saying about her. So I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how we get down. All right, cool. I'm going to get into some other stuff that rubbed me the wrong way through our relationship. Because, okay, boom. Some stuff felt one-sided. I used to post her all the time, be like, y'all, look at my pretty best friend. Like, y'all, this is my best friend. I adore her so much. I used to show her off. Not saying that I was expecting anything back. But, like, baby, I didn't get anything. I'm not going to lie. I didn't get anything. I let this girl post on my story. She had my password. Everything. Anything. I was posting about her. Y'all, look at my best friend. I was practically just giving my hoes to her at this point. And I'm like, okay. I won't stingy. Like, okay, cool. 2, she like to tell everybody business. For example, our mutual friend, I'm not gonna say her name. Crisscross. I'm gonna call it Crisscross. I don't know, I just thought of it. Crisscross apparently did something or whatever, like it was in depth. So she was telling me in depth. I'm like, at the time, I'm sorry, my screen keep on falling. At the time, I didn't even know Crisscross. So I'm like, girl, why did you tell me her business? Like, I didn't even know her. And it was over a dude, bro. So I'm like, that low-key was weird. Oh, there's another situation. She was telling my business personally. She had told some business that happened between me and my old talking stage on a group FaceTime with 2 other dudes in the car. And one of the other dudes was the dude she was talking to at the time that I said I want to talk to. And then last but not least, she did not have her own personality. Like, she's a little washed, you feel me? So I guess she was trying to adapt on me. And people be calling me whitewashed sometimes, but I know I'm not whitewashed. But like, stuff I say, how I talk, how I wear, what I dress, like my interests, my music, any and everything. And like, as my friend, like if you're being around somebody, like obviously you're gonna adapt some stuff, but every single thing that you do, baby, I don't know, that rubbed me the wrong way, Bookie. But yeah, so we just stopped being friends because she had blocked me actually. And she started telling people it was beef and I was weird and I was talking about her. Whole time, she was just being nosy in my account. Mind you, I had logged everybody out. I had logged everybody in my account. So she had to log back in, go through my messages. And she had went through me and Amari's messages. And she was like, oh, well, you was talking about me. Da, da, da. Baby, first of all, I was not talking about her. Because like I said, she did not have her own personality. I was like, yo, Amari, is this kind of like, do this seem similar? Like, it's kind of like she edited like me too. And so I guess she took that as, oh, you talking about me, da da da. Cause baby, if I wanted to go in, baby, I would have went in, okay, deep dive. But I don't think that's how we wanted it to go, okay. But yeah, she ended up blocking me because she had sent me this long paragraph. I actually do have them screenshots though. Let me see. I got them screenshots. I'm not gonna put it on the screen because that's gonna be too much exporting and stuff. But I was in Atlanta too, so I wasn't really even worried. I'm like, girl, okay, you text me. I'm trying to enjoy my summer break. And I'm like, I'm really not reading all that because it was just a bunch of BS. But like, I have a bunch of screenshots of just like weird conversations we had. Oh, here you go, y'all. So she had sent me this long paragraph. And it was some more stuff too. And I'm like, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna just skim over it and just sum it up. Basically, she was basically just said, I think we're better off not being friends. You're talking about me behind my back. And you're saying passive aggressive stuff to me about other people. And I'm not cool with that. You're not defending me in certain situations. I don't even know what she was talking about with that. Oh, because I tried to put her on and the dude was like, oh, well, she get around. And I was like, I sent her that screenshot. But she didn't even see what I said after that. So I'm like, okay, girl. And so she was like, I would love for us to be friends. I don't think we're mature enough about it. And I was like, huh, what I've been saying? She's like, just things about how I'm trying to be like you or editing like you, which was a CapCut template. And you letting it go, which seems weird. It was just a lot of stuff, bruh. Like, and so I pointed out the fact that how could you have seen that if I logged everybody out? She's like, I've been logged in since whenever you gave me the password and I saw some notification. That don't even make sense because if it's the way I'm talking about, I texted Amari first. And she didn't respond about time you texted me that long paragraph. So I was like, oh, that's weird because I logged every device out like a week or two ago. But I ain't tripping. But yeah, I hear you. Because I'm not finna keep going back and forth. And people, I'm not even going to say people got in between our relationship because they didn't. I don't let people, like what people say, get to me for real. Because at the end of the day, they don't know what's going on with us. But people was coming to me was like, oh, that lucky, she lucky is trying to be like you and Reese's Puff. Because now it wasn't only me, it was Reese's Puff too. And they were trying to say, oh, like, how does it feel being replaced? Like, da-da-da-da. And I was like, girl, you tripping. But at the same time, I'm like, low-key, she is trying to replace me. But I'm not tripping because I can't force people to stay in my life. I'm going to let them go. There was some other words exchanged. I was like, yeah, that's the only thing. Just be careful about who your friends are, man. Because I'm not the only way that feel off about you. Oh, about you, Lulu. And I'm not even trying to sound mean or nothing. I was trying to hint at her that it was her closest friends, baby, talking about her. But I guess she probably gonna see this video. She probably not. If you are, baby, it was Reese's Puff, okay? When Crisscross ended up jumping in it. Well, not jumping in it, but I told her what happened. And then she was like, oh, she was telling my business. And I was up with her. And low-key, I was being a little messy, a little petty, going back and forth. Well, not back and forth, posting on a story. But she had ended up blocking me and Crisscross. So, Crisscross posted a screenshot of being blocked. She was like, oh, gang, I don't know. I think she's scared. And I started laughing like, probably. But, yeah, y'all. So, I don't know. We just kind of like, that's how we fell out. I don't know what I'm going to name this, though. What should the title of this video be? My best friend stole my man. Yeah, y'all. It wasn't really much too. I just thought like that stuff was weird. And like, oh, y'all. I almost forgot. I forgot to put this in the notes. Mind you, okay. After we fell out, we done talking. Boom. Bow. We stopped talking. Like, honestly. October. I get a text from one of my homeboys. And he like, they go to the same school as her. He like, oh, Lulu telling your business. I was like, hold on now, because I thought we wasn't that low. Because if we wanted to tell each other business, baby, we can tell each other business, okay? And I don't do that because that's weird. That's very weird. So I was like, oh, what she was saying? And basically she was saying stuff that I really trusted her with. And she was, okay, because I thought somebody had already knew and brought it up. And she was just going into, she was adding more details than what they already knew. So she was like, so when I texted her about it, I'm like, baby, that's weird. Why would you do that? She was like, oh, well, like, I wasn't the only one. I'm like, but I don't care. At the end of the day, you were my best friend. You were the one who knew about it, like, first. You were the one who knew everything. But you decided to add on to it. Like, because honestly, if I was to do the same thing, it would have been a different story. Like, I would have been, oh, y'all, it's more stuff that's keep coming to me. But basically, she was like apologizing and stuff. And then she decided to say cool or whatever. And knowing she not like that. Like, cool. Yeah, like, she don't type like that. She's not that type of girl. And I'm not even saying that's like trying to be hard, but like she don't type like that in general. So I'm like, baby, who was typing for you? Who are you? You must be talking to Reese's Puff. She must be telling you what to say. Another thing, bro, she like to play victim. She loves to play victim. Like if she's in the wrong, she'd be like, oh well, I don't know. She's trying to flip it somehow. And I used to, honestly, I used to give into it, but I really don't care, baby. You're not finna flip it on me. Okay? Alright. And honestly, I feel like this video turned into like a venting session about this girl. But it was really kind of a story time. It was like a bunch of mini story times in one. So, yeah, but if y'all enjoyed this video and ready for the next story time, because the next story time is going to be even worse. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. And I love y'all so much. Y'all have a good day. And goodbye. I'm trying to upload this in the next hour. So wish me luck. And I'll see y'all. Bye.